I think a lot of people in this world underestimate the power of consistency. Just doing something each and every day. Obviously, doing the right things because you can be consistent at doing the wrong things and you can be successful in the wrong way. But in this example, we're talking about doing the right things. You know what I mean? If you want to be rich, if you want to be a millionaire, I remember when I was younger, I used to think when you was a millionaire, that meant that you have $1 million in one sum, or maybe you get a $800,000 here, then $200,000 here. But you realize that to be a millionaire, it's saving $20 here, $50 here, investing $100 here, $120 here. And at the end of the day, that equals the $1 million. Same thing with your body. When you first start going to the gym, you're not seeing no progress from your workouts. You're barely even losing weight or you're barely gaining muscle. But not realizing that when you're going to the gym and you're not seeing any results from your working out, it's playing a role. It's playing a pivotal role in whether you come back the next day, whether because it's a continuous cycle and it compounds on top of each other. So even though you think it's not working, even if you're doing something, it's working. It's put into place in motion. You just can't see it yet. It's kind of like when you plant a seed into the ground. You can't see the plant immediately sprout above the surface. So you might think that the process is stunted or it's not working, not realizing that that is part of the process. When you first start something, you being in the dark is part of the process. You have to be in the dark before you go into the light. And I think that's one thing we don't understand. But actually, we do understand it. We just apply compounding. We can apply consistency to the wrong things. I know mad dudes who consistently chase a girl who don't want them. I know mad dudes who consistently eat bad, but then get mad at the results of how his body looked. But you consistently did the wrong things right. So in this example, we gotta do the right things right. And like you just reading 10 pages of a book a day. I'm right to think reading 10 pages of a book really didn't do nothing. I'm like, how much information can you obtain and memorize just reading 10 pages a day until I start doing it, until I start applying that knowledge. I start reading 10 pages a day, the next day, 10 pages, next day, 10 pages. And by the end of the week, I'm looking forward to reading. I'm finding the benefits of reading. My communication is getting better over time. My conversations with people getting better over time because I'm reading books on different topics. So when I'm talking to people about what I'm reading, I seem interested. I'm seeing like I know a lot of stuff. It's just the books that I'm reading. So I think we underestimate the power of small, repetitious steps each and every day. Because when we're in it, when we're in the present moment and we're performing those steps, not seeing anything from the work that we're putting in, we think nothing is going on, not realizing that it's a lot that we can't see in this world. The world is probably more of what we can't see, celestial, than physical, of what we can see, the materialized world. And when you're starting from small, tedious steps and you're trying to build that consistency to get to your goals, whatever the case, whatever that may be, money, um, body, dream body, reading, knowledge, whatever the case may be, at first it's going to be a little bit easy because you're going to be motivated. You're going to see people with the dream body you want. You're going to see people talking smart and witty, and you're like, dang, you read books? I want to read books now. And you're going to have a little slight, I think they call it uninformed optimism, because you don't really know what goes into creating the person you want to become, but you're optimistic about the process. You just want to start because you see the end result that somebody else got by doing what you want to do. At first, it's going to be a lot of motivation, and motivation is only going to get you so far. I see motivation. Motivation is kind of like if you're a dude in a bar and you need alcohol to talk to girls. Yeah, you in a vicinity with alcohol, and it's not bad to drink alcohol when you're in that vicinity to talk to girls. But if you're relying on alcohol every time to communicate with girls, that's like using motivation, because motivation only can get you so far. When you're not drinking the alcohol to talk to girls, what you gonna be talking about? Are you gonna be nervous? You gonna freeze up? You gonna be a shell of yourself? Same thing with motivation. When that motivation stops, that's when most people stop their dreams. That's when most people stop chasing what they want to chase, because they don't have the same the same thrill to do it like they once did. Once they see everything that goes into the process. But if you just apply small, tiny steps each and every day, you can get past that motivation, and you're going to hit a little bit of resistance. But that resistance is the bridge from motivation to discipline. Now, when things become discipline, that's when you're on autopilot. That's when basically your small, tedious steps become habits. Whether you feel good, whether you feel bad, you're going to complete these steps. You're going to complete those tasks each and every day to get you from point A to point B, because you start seeing the fruits from your labor. You start seeing what it's doing for you. You start seeing how you interact with people around you, from the books you're reading, from how your body looking. You start seeing the attention you're getting from the outside world, and it makes you want to apply even more. And you apply it more regardless of how you feel. That's when the discipline comes into play. And when discipline comes into play, that's when you're just on autopilot. And from there, it's just a matter of time before you start seeing the end results of what you want. So if you start eating, it's going to be hard to eat clean for a while. If you start trying to reach your dream body, it's going to be hard eating clean for a while. Once you eat clean for 2, 3 weeks straight, then you start to become more, more disciplined with it. Okay, I'm gonna eat whether I feel like eating this food, whether I think it's tasty or not. I'm gonna eat it because I see that how my body is changing, how my body is conforming to the foods. Same thing with reading. You start seeing how smart you get, and you start seeing how smooth you read through books, how fast you start reading books, how your conversations with other people in the outside world opens up. It makes you want to read more, and then that motivation, that once motivation becomes then discipline to where no matter how you feel, where you are, you want to read, you want to engage in reading, you want to engage in that because you see the benefits from it, and it makes you feel better once you start seeing the rewards from what you're doing. But I just think that a lot of us underestimate the power of consistency. But the crazy part is we we utilize consistency in the wrong areas of our life. I know dudes, and I was once one of them. I ain't going front. Consistently chase that girl. That girl and give you no play. You double texting her, triple texting her, no response. That gonna stop you? Nope. Next day you still at school, right in front of her locker. That don't stop nobody. Eating bad. Some dudes let their bodies go. They want to keep eating bad, thinking, okay, I got time, I got time, I got time. But each day just withers away. And then next thing you know, you blink. You know, time does what time does. Time is just consistent, it's constant, it flies. So time does what time does. You look at 5 years from now and then you overweight and you probably can't go back because you did too much damage. That's a prime example of consistency. Time. Time compounds, and the things we do over a period of time compounds. And you can either conform to the instant gratification that's probably going to lead you in the wrong path, which is, like I said, eating the bad foods right now, thinking you have all the time in the world, chasing the girls right now who don't really want you, not strengthening your mind, reading, and things of that nature. You can apply instant gratification when it comes to compounding for the wrong things, or you can delay the gratification and get a better benefit in the end. So you might not see the benefits of you reading today, but you will see it weeks from now, months from now. You might not see the benefits from you going to the gym today, but you will start seeing it 2 weeks, months from now. You might not see the benefits of you saving money or investing into the stock market today, but over a period of time, you will see the difference. And that's basically what it is. And instant gratification and delayed gratification is basically just a period of time that somebody can wait to see the real fruits from your work, or just, I don't even know what to call it, just easy, accessible success, I guess you can say. Like success that's easy, accessible, that as soon as you do something, you get gratification right then and there. But at the end of the day, know the power of compounding. I understand that you don't see the results right now. I understand that you feel like you have all the time in the world, but time is going to fly. So the minute you start, your future self will thank you later.